Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you, well, this afternoon, close to late afternoon time, for a special video. And this is for a discussion video to talk about the Silverstein songs I listened to and also the Thornhill songs I listened to that I got done with just a moment ago. So, I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for. I'm gonna start with Thornhill first, and then Silverstein is gonna be the next one to talk about because I heard more of their tracks than Thornhill. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think of each song that I'm gonna be reviewing and discussing about and what I talked about, what I'm gonna talk about in this video. So let's dive into this special video for discussion video on Thornhill and Silverstein new songs for their upcoming albums. So, yep, let's dive into this video. Now, I'm going to start with Thornhill first because I only heard 3 of their songs and plus a live version of the Casanova song. I'm going to start with Casanova. That was the last song I heard. I was sadly disappointed with that one. The studio version. The live version's much better, honestly. Um, but with both the studio and the live version, I don't know. I was not feeling for the studio version. It just the way Jacob's voice was sounding, I believe is his name. Um, you have to remind me in the comment section below. But still, it I wasn't feeling for the song itself. Sonically, but musically it's very good. Um, and with the overall sound it's pretty fine. It's just the way Jacob is singing the song, don't know if I'm feeling for it. It just sounds like more emo, hardcore stuff. Uh, I don't know if it's the kind of stuff for me. Uh, it's not that I hate this band. It's just I'm very indifferent about this band. So I have my likes and dislikes with some of their songs. But first score for me, I'm giving the studio version for Casanova a 2.5 out of 5. I was a little bit disappointed with this one. It just I don't know, there was something weird about this track. I don't hate the song necessarily, but I'm sadly disappointed with it, with how it's sounding with the vocalist's voice. It's just a little whiny and moody too, with how he's singing it. But that's my opinion at least. But if you have a different opinion about it, you can let me know in the comments below if you liked it or disliked it. But Thornhill's an acquired taste of a band to get into. Next is the Casanova live at like a version live performance. Better song. It's a better version to this Casanova studio version because the Casanova studio version was not good, unfortunately. And I like this version better. There's screams in it, and towards the end of the track, it gets much better. It starts picking up a lot more. Jacob's voice sounds very good live. I'll give him that. The songs in the studio are a tad bit disappointed, but when you hear the live version for this, I think they shine. They kind of shine when they do live versions of their songs, because that's when they're at their best potential. Like, for instance, I'll give them credit where it's due. The guitars and drum work in majority of their songs are pretty good, but it's just the execution of how the delivery with Jacob's voice is sounding is not going so well over me. But still, there was some whininess in some of the live version, but it was sounding much better, if I'm being honest, because whoever was producing Casanova and uh, the other songs didn't do a very good job, if I'm being honest, because they made Jacob's voice sound really whiny and moody, or unless that's how he actually sounds. I don't hate the band necessarily, I just was a little indifferent about this band. So, yeah. Casanova live performance at like a version. uh, performance, I'm giving a strong rating of a 4 out of 5. It's a little bit better. I think it's decent, but there are some whiny and moody vocals from the lead singer Jacob, and I don't know if I feel for it with how he's singing it, but in a way, it doesn't execute too bad. It's a little bit better with the live version, so 4 out of 5. Next is Archangel and by Thornhill, and I don't know. This one was average. It was a better. It was picking up a bit more with where they left off with Casanova, because this was the next single after Casanova. Because Casanova I was disappointed with the studio version of it. But Archangel is a little bit better. Um, there's not really much to say on this. It's an average track. It just has its issues with what it's going for. There's some weird, moody, and whiny sings that he does, but I think they're mainly. It's just the overall sound they're going for. I'm a little indifferent about it and unsure what to think of it. But in my opinion, I think Archangel was average, so 3.5 out of 5 for me on that one. And the last track for Thornhill I'm going to talk about is the new song Hollywood. This one was okay. It's a little underwhelming at times, but it's an okay track. It's not my personal favorite. It I, I'm gonna be 100% honest. These songs, these three singles I've heard for their new album, which is coming out June 3rd, I'm not impressed with them, unfortunately. I'm There's another band that I'm going to talk about in a moment is much better, in my personal opinion, at least. But hey, everyone's got their likes and dislikes with music. This band is a very indifferent band for me, meaning it songs like them could structure out very well or somewhat well or pretty bad. It just depends on the overall sound and the execution of the song and some of the delivery from the vocalists. But basically, Hollywood was a long song. It was weird. I like the guitar and drum work. That's where I'll give them credit because that actually sounds good. But it's just the way Jacob's voice sounds. I don't know if I feel for because it's a little weird. I was hoping for screams with this band, but I didn't get it that much because they are going with an emo sound with their music, emo hardcore sound, emo post-hardcore or whatever the fuck their genre is specified in. But it's not metalcore, I'll give you that. It's sounds like metalcore, but they're not a metalcore band. They're more of an emo post-hardcore band, I guess you could say. Um, but still, for Hollywood, the Thornhill song, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I'm a little indifferent about that one. It's an okay track. It's better than the Casanova song, but in my opinion, I just wasn't sure how to feel about that one. So yeah, 3 out of 5 for Thornhill Hollywood. Next, I'm going to talk about Silverstein. I got a little more to talk about with this band. Um, I'm actually liking them a lot more than Thornhill, in my opinion. It just depends on the songs with Thornhill. Like, there can be good ones and there can be iffy ones or average ones. But in my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of Thornhill. They're not the band for me. Um, but hey, everyone's got their likes and dislikes, like I said. Uh, the first song I'm going to talk about is on their new album, Misery Made Me by Silverstein. And that's for Die Alone featuring Andrew Newfield. I believe is how you pronounce his last name. I actually enjoyed it. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's my favorite right now, but I gotta hear it a few more times to see if it grows on me. But I like the lead vocalist's screams and his yelling screams. It sounds really good. So I'm pretty impressed with this band so far. So I'll give Die Alone a 5 out of 5. I did enjoy the track for what it was going for. It's pretty fast. It's more like a punk rock kind of thing that they're going for. So pretty much post-hardcore stuff that they're going for, but the delivery for the screams from the lead vocalist of Silverstein, or of Silverstein I meant to say, did pretty well. And so did Andrew's vocals from Comeback Kid. He's the lead singer from the Comeback Kid band, I believe. So 5 out of 5 for Die Alone. Next is Ultraviolet. I love this song, honestly. It's so good. I started singing it when I was going to run some errands a bit ago, and I was like, damn, this song is so catchy. I kept putting it on repeat because that's how catchy this song is. And the lead vocalist's singing is really good. So I'm really surprised with these Silverstein songs. Silverstein songs, I meant to say. They're impressing me quite a lot. And Ultraviolet's getting a 5 out of 5. Did enjoy this song. It's much better than I thought it'd be. So yeah. I got 3 more songs to talk about, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. Uh, the next song is called It's Over. That was a song that came out in 2021, at the end of 2021. And I really enjoyed it. It's pretty good. It's got some good breakdowns and good guitar work and drum work. So, and the lead vocalist sounds really good sonically and delivery wise with his vocals are doing really excellent. So 5 out of 5 for It's Over. I really enjoyed this track for what it went for. Next is the song Bankrupt by Silverstein. I really enjoyed this. I don't know if I have much more to talk about. His vocals sound really good. And the good drum work and guitar work sounds really good. It's really keeping up. They're keeping up with the kind of heavy punk rock post-hardcore sound they're going for, but it delivers very well. It packs a punch for sure. And Bankrupt is a personal favorite too. So 5 out of 5 for that one. Live Like This featuring Nothing Nowhere. I don't know about this one. This one's solid. It's not a bad one. Yeah, I like some of the screams in it, but it's a song that's going to take time to grow on me, if I'm being 100% honest. So 4.5 out of 5 for Live Like This. I don't know if I like Nothing Nowhere's vocals, but for what it was sounding, it wasn't doing so bad. But 4.5 out of 5 for Live Like This. I kind of like the song, and then I think it's solid. So I'm in the middle between that. So of giving it a really good score. But still, 4.5 out of 5 for the last song, Live Like This. That's going to be it for this special video I made for you guys for the bands Thornhill and Silverstein. Comment below and let me know what you guys think of these two bands for Thornhill and Silverstein if you've heard these bands already. And if you enjoyed the tracks I talked about from the band Thornhill and Silverstein, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have another video coming out as soon as I can. For the Lady Gaga Hold My Hand track review. That's going to be the next song I'm going to be reviewing. And then after that, I'm going to get prepared to do some new album reviews when something comes out. I know I'm going to do a special video tonight on the band Saint Asonia because they just announced an EP that is coming out on July 1st. Introvert, I think it's called. I think is what it's called. But yeah, I really enjoyed Silverstein more than Thornhill in my opinion. But hey, we all got our likes and dislikes, like I said, when it comes to music, movies, anything entertainment-wise or whatever. But for me personally, I just wasn't feeling for Thornhill's overall sound. and the way Jacob's vocals was sounding structurally, it just wasn't flowing right. But that's just my opinion, at least. You can let me know what you guys think of Thornhill and Silverstein in the comments below. I'd recommend Silverstein more than Thornhill, if I'm being honest. But still, stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this Thornhill and Silverstein tracks I reviewed for their upcoming albums. And as always, I will see you in my next review.